What's going on, friends? I hope you're doing great and thanks for tuning into my video. What's playing right here is some Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Yes, I am actually playing Call of Duty. I've finally given it a try. It actually came free with my PC, so I thought it would be pretty much a crime not to at least try it. This match is some headquarters on the map Grozna Raid. I think that's how you say that. Grozna, however you say it. Anyways, and I start off the match with the M4, but I swapped to the MP5 in a bit, as you'll see here. And it was actually a pretty hectic game, but I did fairly well. Headquarters is a lot of fun. I barely played it in any of the older Call of Duty, so I'm kind of experiencing it for the first time now. In this video, I'm just gonna kind of be giving you guys my first thoughts when trying out Modern Warfare multiplayer, and that's because this is literally the first Call of Duty that I've played in nearly 8 years, so it's been quite a while. So before I get too far, I figured I would give you guys a little bit of my history with Call of Duty. I started way back with Modern Warfare. All jokes aside though, I'm sure you guys know what I mean, but for anyone who isn't savvy with Call of Duty, that's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, as in the 4th Call of Duty, nearly 12 years ago for me, and I was actually a really big fan of it. So funny story, around 2008 was the first time that I found out about the legendary Barrett 50 cal, and I was kind of obsessed with it at the time. I thought it was super cool. I knew about the game then, but I didn't have it. However, I randomly decided one day to search on YouTube Call of Duty 4 Barrett 50 cal with no intent of actually finding anything, and lo and behold, I find out that this gun is in the game, and that did it. I saved up money from my allowance, whatever, my grandparents give me money, whatever it took, and I got that game as soon as I could. I was actually really huge on the Call of Duty train all the way up until Black Ops 1. Then I skipped Modern Warfare 3, I never played that game, and then Black Ops 2 was actually the last Call of Duty that I played. So for Modern Warfare, I wanted to give you guys a little overview of my stats as well. I've actually been playing the heck out of this game the last couple of weeks. That's actually what's been taking up the majority of my time. I've been playing this game a good bit. I'm currently level 81, as you can see here. I'm only level 81, but I think that's pretty good for how long I've been playing the game. I only have 156 matches played with 21 hours. Like I said, I've been going pretty hard. My kill death ratio is not the greatest, but you know what? I'm a Battlefield player. I don't care about no KD. OOE, objective over everything, baby.
OOE.
Only die. Right, these all good pimps, boy, baby, for life.
No, but in all seriousness, I don't care about my kill death ratio. I'll go negative any day over losing a game of hardpoint or domination. So, what is my take on Modern Warfare? Well, at least my first thoughts, because I definitely haven't played the game long enough to really give a solid opinion on it, but this video was honestly going to be very different at first, but I decided to play some more and give the game another try, and in doing that I came to a more reasonable conclusion that I don't actually hate the game. I guess the bottom line that I would say is I don't think that the game is the greatest thing since sliced bread, but having watched, I've watched the Call of Duty scene since Black Ops 2, and I think I can say that it seems like the best since then. So if you haven't put 2 and 2 together already, Black Ops 2 was the last Call of Duty that I played because I didn't like any of them after that. And with that being said, of course, I thought Modern Warfare looked good enough to come back and give the series a try. Now, before any of you die-hard Call of Duty fans tries to jump down my neck, I'm gonna get into a little bit more detail and kind of explain my thought process. So first up, I definitely have to give Modern Warfare a round of applause when it comes to weapon customization. I think it's absolutely amazing in this game. That's especially true with the newest update where you can like add attachments or blueprints that you unlock. I'm still kind of trying to understand how that works, but you know, adding more customization, you can't go wrong there. Without a doubt, this has to be the new standard. And I know with so many attachments and additional things for the weapons, it had to be an absolute nightmare for anybody who is tasked with balancing these weapons, but so far they seem to have pulled it off. I will be using this system from here on out as a baseline, not only for Call of Duty but any first-person shooter. I'm gonna be expecting something like this from now on. So a second positive that I have to give this game is that it's modern. It's boots on the ground, and I didn't think that could be too much to ask for. But you know, for a while, like 2017-ish through 2018, late 2019, it seemed like the first-person shooter scene was hell-bent on not doing that. And you know, for the Call of Duties that were around during that time, I couldn't possibly be any less interested in, you know, the jetpack, the wall running, the double jumping. I literally had zero interest in any of those titles or any of their types of gameplay. Then, you know, COD World War II came out, and everybody was kind of like, oh yeah, we're finally back boots on the ground. But at that time, I was not putting down Battlefield 1. But Battlefield 1 was kind of nearing the end of its life cycle, and I wanted the next game, the next big shooter, to be something modern. And you know, on top of that, World War II didn't seem that great anyways. So perhaps the biggest plus that I can give this game so far is crossplay. Now, I've only gotten to play directly with one person from Xbox so far. I haven't had a chance to really try out the crossplay stuff. You know, naturally you do see other players if they're playing on console and things like that in pre-game lobbies, but I haven't got to experience it much. But the simple fact that it exists is totally revolutionary. It's really amazing to see developers breaking down a barrier that for years many people thought would never ever happen. I don't know you guys' experience with this, but I mean, I remember back in the day all the time, like people would joke or, you know, say, dang, how cool would it be if, you know, we could play against other people from, you know, PlayStation. This was, you know, back when I was mostly on Xbox, and it was just a myth. It was like, bro, that's never gonna happen. And look where we are today. Not only is it a thing that we've asked for, but it also benefits the game. You know, you have a much bigger population by combining, you know, all of your platforms together in one place versus spreading them out. Now, I do have to say, yes, this is a thing in other titles as well. This is definitely not something that Call of Duty has come up with. I'm not sure where this all started, but I know it's a thing in other titles, but it's still a huge plus for Modern Warfare. This is the kind of thing that I like to see in sequels. And, you know, that's even if you can call Call of Duty. That is weird. That's if you can call Call of Duty a sequel, which, you know, it's more like a series nowadays. But point being, this is the kind of stuff that I like to see. Just like I mentioned earlier with the weapon customization, this has to be a standard. Like I said, I know Modern Warfare is not the first game to do this, but it is one of the first bigger titles to come out with something like this. So, you know, like I said, it absolutely has to be a standard from now on, not only for Call of Duty, but for other titles as well. Now, if you know me, you know I'm not going to only praise this game, but that's not exclusive to Call of Duty. That's with anything. But the first minus that I have to give this game is that I don't think it is what it was advertised to be. I feel like this game was marketed as a more tactical, slower experience. and we all know that there ain't a slow nor tactical bone in this game's body, and you're lying to yourself if you say it's not true. Okay, you might not be lying because it's all just an opinion, but still, there's nothing tactical or slow about this game. Now, we all know, like I said, I've been playing this series since way back when, you know, of course I took a break, but everybody knows that Call of Duty has never been realistic per se, but I was hoping that this would be the one, and it wasn't. And I'm not really surprised, but it was a bit disappointing. Now, the game definitely has a niche, if you ask me, and that niche I call a Twitch shooter, not the streaming service. What I mean is the majority of the skill in the game involves developing a shoot first and ask questions later muscle memory, which isn't inherently bad. There's definitely skill involved, no doubt, but in my opinion, very little of it involves being tactical or strategic. The only other real minus that stood out to me about this game so far is that the kill streaks are just boring as heck. I like, seriously, I don't understand what happened to kill streaks. They're the easiest thing ever. They had kill streaks down to a T as early as Modern Warfare 2. That was like the first game that kill streaks were really a thing. They were fun, powerful, and simple. And now they're just simple. Okay, if you really like the kill streaks in this game, hear me out. The least they could do is fix the dang kill cam animation for the precision airstrike.
Flashback. End of flashback.
When I get killed by that, it's so annoying because it looks like I'm just getting blown up by a ghost or something. I don't know. So like I said, this first impressions video was originally going to be way different, but I gave the game another chance, and I kind of changed my expectations, not lowered them. I didn't lower my expectations, I just kind of changed them a bit, and I enjoy it a lot more than I did before. Does it really bring back memories of the glory days of Call of Duty? Not so much, but like I said, I do think this game has a niche in the FPS community. Overall, I guess I would say I'm mostly in the middle of good and bad, but as I continue to play right now and rank up, I'm definitely leaning more in the direction of good. As the video comes to an end, if you haven't checked it out already, I'm doing a let's play of the Halo Reach campaign, and I will have episode 2 up and running very, very soon. I know there's a lot of you out there who play Modern Warfare. If you think I should give the game some more attention and, you know, maybe have some more gameplay featured on the channel, I'd like to see your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed my first impressions and the headquarters gameplay, leaving a thumbs up will let me know and help the video reach other awesome people just like yourself. To see more of my content, make sure you've hit that subscribe button and the bell icon, which will let you know when I upload a new video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you come back sometime.